We are going to make cream cheese filled muffins, pumpkin muffins. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. The next thing that I do is I take cupcake liners and I put them in my cupcake pan, and then I go ahead and I grease the inside of the cupcake liners so the muffin is not going to stick to those. So that is the next tip. In the bowl, you want to add in 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Now I have homemade pumpkin puree. You can use the canned stuff. Really doesn't matter. You just need a cup of that. The next thing that you're going to add to the bowl is 2 large eggs. You're going to add in half a cup of packed brown sugar. I'm just using light brown sugar. And you're going to do 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You're going to do a 1/4 cup of corn syrup. Now the one that I have light corn syrup, but you can also do dark corn syrup. I believe the only difference with light corn syrup, it's a milder taste than dark corn syrup. So there will be a slight difference in taste, but you can use either dark or light. It does not matter. You're just going to have a lighter molasses style taste, I guess. But I have light corn syrup on hand, so I'm just going to use that. So half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then 1½ teaspoons of your pumpkin spice seasoning. Then you need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then half a teaspoon of baking soda. To that, you're going to add a 1/3 cup of milk. Almond milk, whole milk, 2%, whatever you want to use. I would use almond milk, but unfortunately my boys can't have that right now, so I'm just using 2% all together. You're going to make sure you push down all the ingredients from the side of the bowl. 1½ cups of all-purpose flour until that is combined. Once you've mixed in your flour, you're going to set that bowl aside and you're going to work on your filling. Now this is the cream cheese filling. What you need is 8 ounces of cream cheese. I've heard low fat is fine if you want to use the low fat, but I'm just using the good old regular cream cheese. And I set this out to kind of get it to room temperature so it's easier to handle, but now I'm going to go ahead and stick this in my microwave in 10-second increments until it is easy to mix and move around pretty much. Okay, mine took 30 seconds, but this is what you're looking for. Just a good consistency that you can move around, no lumps, no bumps, you know, just a good consistency. Next, you're going to stir in a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and then half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So just mix those 2 things in with your cream cheese. So the next thing you're going to do from there is take, and you kind of want to have kind of an assembly line if you can. You're going to take your batter, put a little bit at the bottom, then filling, then batter. So take and put some batter at the bottom of your cupcakes, just enough to cover the bottom of your cupcake liner. And you're going to do that with all of them. Alright, so once you've done that, you're going to take your filling mix and you're going to put a big old blob on top. Now this, you know, is going to vary. You just want to use it up. So I first start off small, trying to do equal portions, and then I'll go through and add where I think maybe one needs a little bit more versus the other. You know, just eyeball it really. And then the very last thing you do is you just cover the top of your cupcakes. Again, start small. You don't want to run out of batter. That would not be good. So just cover what you can. Usually 1 to 2 tablespoons will cover the top of it. But like I said, I'm not really one to do precision. I just kind of go with it and hope for the best, really. To go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. You just want to make sure the center is cooked completely without coming out with like crumbly grossness. But I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. And there's what they look like when they are completely done. Mine only took 18 minutes. And what you're going to do is just pull them out, let them cool. If you have a rack, let them cool in the rack. If you don't, just take them out of the cupcake pan and put them on your stove and let them cool. And then after they're cool, you can enjoy those. And I will show you in the end what they look like. And here is what they look like when they are done. They look good.